Hi there, how you doing? It's Ariel here. It's Friday afternoon and it's just the afternoon of a long weekend. Toronto Real Estate Board just announced statistics for last month, for August, and I wanted to kind of bring you up to date on the real estate market in Toronto. So as y'all know, we did have a crazy, frantic half year for the first half of 2010, and that since then, real estate market has finally dropped off. Also, prices have declined somewhat. There's about a 7.5% price drop overall at this point in time. However, good news is prices are still above the 2009 prices, and we did have a bit of a 15%, actually we had a 15% drop there with a slow market fueled by the American situation in 2009. This spring, the government changed the rules for first-time home buyers, so many of them rushed to buy quickly. They bought earlier in the year than they normally would, and currently stricter mortgage guidelines are in place. This was done because the government felt that interest rates would rise, and at some point in the future when those mortgages came due in 3 to 5 years, the first-time home buyers wouldn't be able to afford their properties upon renewal, so the idea was a protective one. Also, the investor guidelines were changed, this forcing investors to put a lot more money down on properties they were purchasing, and of course that slows down that end of the market as well. The looming HST affected some buyers. However, there's a little bit of an issue of knowledge in the marketplace where a lot of the buyers don't understand how the HST applies. It doesn't apply to resale homes, it's on brand new homes. And it is on services such as commissions, legal fees, and other related closing costs. So for August, we had 6,232 sales through the multiple listing service. That represented a 22% decrease compared to the 8,035 sales recorded during the same period in 2009. New listings decreased by 1% year over year to 10,488 in the month. The average price for an August transaction was $411,000.12, up 6% compared to the average of $387,921 reported in August 2009. However, to put that in perspective, 2009, as I mentioned earlier, had a strong market downturn in the market where values dropped about 15% over 9 months. So they did bounce back up. In July, our average price range was $420,000, so it is continuing to drop a little bit. Since the spring, there's been a big drop in the number of listings coming on the market monthly. In fact, we're almost at a record low. Right now we're at back to the 2002 rate on that. The market has currently shifted away from the first-time home buyer, and it's the people who own homes who are now selling and purchasing new homes are at a roughly 50-50 marker in terms of driving sales. Usually first-time home buyers do drive 60 to 70% of our sales in Toronto. So with just over 10,000 new listings on the market and sales of 6,232 units in August, purchasers of those listings are driving those folks to put their homes on the market. So that's what that means. So resale buyers and sellers and first-time home buyers currently, about equal in terms of how they are driving sales. Also, the tight supply in the housing market does help to maintain prices. It helps to keep the prices up there since demand is higher. The entry level of first-time buyers right now is about 300,000 to 500,000, and it just means that, again, people have bought earlier in the year as a result of rules changing. So overall, the market appears to be normalizing, which means a reasonable drop in volume and corresponding price, but nothing to worry about at this point in time. So that's the August update, and thanks for listening.